My name is Mati Gabler, previously Matthew Gabler. And in 2001, I met a girl in college. We really liked each other and we started dating. She was Christian and I was a very reformed secular Jew. So I was very open to hearing what she and her family had to say about Scripture, and so I went ahead and I studied with them. And after a little while, came to embrace Christianity as a new truth, and attempted to assimilate it into my Jewish heritage. So we ended up getting married, and we lived together for many years, as both adapting Christianity and Judaism into our lifestyles. In 2004, I came to Israel on a birthright trip, and it inspired a newfound interest in my heritage, both where I came from culturally and religiously. So after I got back from Israel, I decided to study more Jewish topics to really understand who it is that I am and where I came from. When I first started studying with my wife and her family, I was very hesitant to accept what the New Testament had to offer. Even though I wasn't a religious Jew, I still identified very heavily with my Jewish roots. So I was very reluctant to accept what they said, but coming from a non-religious background and having little to no knowledge of Torah, I had no basis to stand on to refute anything that they were telling me. Christianity has answers for everything. And the New Testament, if you don't understand the Hebrew Bible, the New Testament answers all the questions. It fills in all the blanks. And it is very, very convincing to anybody that doesn't have a clear understanding of Torah. It is very convincing to show you that Jesus is the Messiah. But when I began studying Rabbi Singer's lectures and really looking into what the Bible had to say and really studying what it says in Hebrew, I really started to understand what it's really saying and the true meaning of the Hebrew Bible. The real turning point in my marriage was when my wife and I wanted to have children. And I was at a point in my life where I decided that my kids had to be Jewish. Not Messianic Jews, not Christian Jews, but they had to be Jewish. And my wife wanted them to be Christian. And it was at this point when we both finally realized that it wasn't going to work, that she needed a Christian husband and I needed a Jewish wife. So it was then that we decided together that we needed to each move on to pursue our destinies. So I went to UCLA and I got set up with a rabbi through the Jewish Awareness Movement and began studying with him one-on-one and really learning where I come from and what Judaism is about. But I was conflicted with everything that I believed from the New Testament and Christianity that I had learned with my wife and her family. So my rabbi went ahead and referred me to Rabbi Tovia Singer's webpage. And that's where I started listening to all of his lectures on what the real Messiah is and what the meaning of the Messianic prophecies are really about. When I first started doubting Jesus as the Messiah, somebody asked me the question that if Jesus does not atone for sin, then what does? And that's the first lecture that I listened to, Rabbi Singer's lecture on sin and atonement. And it was that lecture that first gave me the information indicating that the New Testament's not right. Rabbi Singer's lectures were the gateway that absolutely allowed me to have a very clear understanding of what to expect. What is the Messiah? Who is he? And how do we know whether he has or has not come? I believe that what Rabbi Singer does is really amazing. I have a lot of respect for his work and for all his accomplishments as a rabbi, as a teacher, as a lecturer. Rabbi Singer and his lectures so inspired me that I've decided that I would really myself like to pursue a career in counter-missionary work and trying to do some outreach to Christianized Jews. I would also like to be able to touch the lives of Jews that have also been affected by Christianity and missionaries. I was amazed at the depth that Rabbi Singer goes into in all of his lectures. He covers an amazing array of topics and really leaves no stone unturned in terms of the religious aspects of not only messiahship, but just everything to do with Christianity and how Christianity can come into play with Judaism and with Jews. Had I not found Rabbi Singer's webpage, I would probably still be a Christian Jew today.